Now that I think about it, Chihaya and Mito were able to do things little different from magic using their familiar's powers. Takasago did something very similar himself. This is a simulation. None of this stuff actually happened. It could have. I remember Gil and Panny were very unusual familiars, but there's probably a way to make more like them. I'll let you figure that one out. No, those two aren't really, yeah. I feel pretty pathetic if I had to resort to them. Anyway, let's continue. The magic culture flourishes. A warring states period arrives. Several little countries from countless systems of magic are formulated. The countries without magic are all wiped out. Eventually, a handful of larger countries are formed, and then only one survivor remains. A single empire. Political stability heightens culture. Once magic is applied to agriculture, the population explodes. Sometimes there are insurrections within the empire. A few countries declare independence and spread across the continent. I fight it in various ways. Sometimes I even use diseases and natural disasters to directly exterminate the rebels. What the fuck? It's extremely hard to control population. If you try too hard, their numbers plummet like a ball rolling down a hill. But if you take it easy, their population multiplies in no time. Well, it's like a fucking bottleneck effect that ends up happening. They're already trying to make a new country. Why do these guys want to split up so badly? Because people don't like being controlled. They're reproducing so vigorously, it's disgusting. It's hot. They can easily fill a whole continent in an instant if I let my guard down. 2 millennia pass. I can't prevent the empire from breaking up. 3 new states form, and after a series of wars, they just barely manage to stabilize themselves. Like, you have to let them split off because wars will happen, and that's like a kind of a natural or a man-made population control in a way. An economic web connects the 3, and an international corporation makes it difficult for them to fight anymore. Yeah, now for the hard part. My whole unity is the one and only thing that can guide these pitiful humans to 1,000, no, million-year empire. True. I'm not weird at all. I've merely attained a position equivalent to God. Downgrade. Feels so good I revert to a more primitive mental state. I must have gotten too immersed in my sense of omnipotence, thanks for that. Now I'll just calmly control civilization and get more data. Gather more data. The magic civilization went extinct while I wasn't looking. What the fuck? Eh? Will do. Their destruction was sudden and unnatural. All civilization melted in an instant without warning. We recognize that. Kotori points to a single girl. Fucking Key. Looks no different from the other humans. But the numbers are clearly different. Its body contains a little earth and a slight miracle. The Key looks different from Kaguri. But it's exactly the same kind of being. I decided to follow the Key's actions. It's born from the earth. Literally, out of the ground. It's created with the same form as the species it's investigating. Did it destroy them because they showed no sign of developing or spreading? I guess that makes sense, but there's still plenty of Aurora left. Kotori, what do you remember about the Key? Good memories. What is a good memory for the planet? Whatever it is, we've been missing it. No wars sound good? I feel like the keys make their judgment for good reasons. I feel like they don't. I feel like it's random. The planet wouldn't cause destruction just because it doesn't like the rate of deforestation or something. I can see the resignation of a species. There's no way to fool it. What was it like with us? Weren't there some times when it seemed like things would get better? Though every single case ended in destruction anyway.
滅びに瀕した際に、それに抗うプロジェクトはいくつも立てられていたな。ノアプロジェクト、エンジェルズラダープロジェクト、ジオメトリックプロジェクト、テラフォーミングプロジェクト、コロニープロジェクト、スペースシップヤマトプロジェクト。
That last one sounds epic. So we were considering going into outer space to escape destruction.
すべてが途中で破綻するか、その前に資源が枯渇。で、最後は鍵に滅ぼされておしまいみたい。
I see. Does that mean scientific and cultural advancement don't matter? But from what Kotori is saying, it feels like the key waits for civilization to fail somehow. Good memories must be a hint. That must be a hint. I think about it. Are we missing something? What are we lacking? Time. We definitely don't have enough time. I check more memories. When I was with Akane. When I was with Shizuru. When I was with Lucia. When I was with Chihaya. Yes! That's the memory. Kotori. No memories there. When I was with Kotori. Wait. I find a blank space. A couple of empty years. Wait. Kotori and I are childhood friends. I tried to help a girl in the forest and got hurt. That was when that happened. Kaguri almost killed me. Kotori used her druid powers to save me. Yeah, fuck the key. Again. Why does he care for it? It literally tried to kill him. Then I slept in the hospital. In a coma. For years? The one who saved me from that. Hello? Yes? That was Akane. Wait, what? Oh, God. Oh, are we going... Oh, God. He was in a coma or whatever, and they did the fucking holy woman miracle shit? Oh, God damn it. And Kotori saved me, too. Oh, Jesus. How old was I back then? Why are there only two who... Why are they the only two I remember as children? These can't all be real. But which of these memories are the convenient explanations, and which are the real ones? I remember more. Imamiya. Teacher. So are you a high school student? You're a serious student then. Their words. Why do they remember me being the same age? I must have met Imamiya before, because he knew about me. I get the feeling that explains a lot of details. My body had stopped aging. Of course it did. I was half familiar at that point. Wait, what? That's why I was still a high school student. No. I was never a proper student to begin with. I was still a fucking baby. I was saved. Back when my mind was still murky. When I'd only woken up from my long sleep. During my first year, and the start of my second. My thoughts were effectively frozen, but all my classmates helped me. There's a blank space in my history, an unavoidable one. That blank appears no matter what. I have no memory of avoiding it. Just like Chihiya's village being attacked. Just like Brenda's experiment on Lucia. Just like Shizuru wiping her parents' memories. There's no reason to regret it. But for a moment I resent that lost time. Because all the memories I have after that time lead to dead ends. Was I too late to help the world? What would have happened if I hadn't been in a coma for those years? Am I that important? There are plenty of people far more powerful than me. But if No. That doesn't matter right now. I shouldn't be thinking about that here. As I think the world melts and all life returns to soup. The atmosphere is filled with miracles. Evolution begins anew.
すごい。わずか年単位で。生命誕生のために星はかなりの量の活力を失うんだな。
There's a new explosion of life. Only a few hundred years until the first multicellular organisms. Another 1,000 years and the sea is filled with thousands of species. And the Hercules horseshoe crabs are there. The hell? That was a nonsensical creature Shizuru made on a whim.
あなた、また何かした？もういじってない。
Sounds like the catastrophe last time traumatized her.
自然に出てきた。でも、
Naturally.
そんな大きくないね。
They've been nerfed to only 1 meter. And there aren't many of them. They're ecologically viable. Is it trying to relive what happened before? I mean, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest here. There's literally no point trying to make the world exist forever. The sun will explode. It will go into a supernova. There is literally no avoiding that. Trying to preserve Earth life indefinitely is literally a fool's errand. The sun, at some point, will just explode. The heat death of the universe will happen.
そう。
Prolonging it is good. But, like, there's an objective. We can't forever exist. At some point, life will end. What?
これは万能の力に情報が蓄積される性質がなければ起こらない現象よ。蓄積された情報を参照してそれを再現しようとしているのね。小太郎は知らない？人が生まれてから得た知識が子孫に伝えられるという話。
I think so. That's their acquired character. Knowledge acquired after birth clearly isn't genetic, so it can't get passed down that way. If someone learns a foreign language, that doesn't make all their kids automatically bilingual. Traits like that are called an organism's acquired character. But superpowers definitely make use of it. Superhumans manifest their powers through the collective memory of our species, hunting experience.
蓄積情報を参照して進化をいくらか早めているんじゃないかしら。
But why the same evolutionary path?
手っ取り早いから。
Don't tell me.
案外、しずるの意見が正解かもな。
Akane, what about this? I'll write down my idea and show it to her.
おバカの小太郎がこんな複雑な考えをするだなんて、これは。
What do you think?
思考形態そのものは短絡的で安心したわ。小太郎はこうでなくちゃ。
That was mean.
どういうアイデアです？獲得形質に警告メッセージを記録して再び進化した人類に警告を与え頑張ってもらう。本当に短絡的だな。
Yeah, but it'll work. Shut up.
誰がそれを読むの？
Someone.
がっかりアイデア。
So it won't work? Well, actually, it wouldn't work because you'd have to understand. They would have to understand that what the thing said. So they'd have to, like, somehow make their language reflect that language that's being passed down.
優位のメッセージを残すこと自体難しいと思うし、できたとしても全てを理解させることは難しそうね。
Well, someone like Kashima Sakura would probably find it.
握りつぶすんじゃないです？
Yes. Damn it. She's right. I thought that was a good idea. I look at the theory again. Akane is right. There are a lot of problems with that idea. The accumulated memories are limited by the actual history of evolution. There's no surefire way to pass our knowledge down to the next generation of life.
鍵を利用ばかりしてきたから少しでも力になれればと思って出しゃばってしまったけど力になれなくて悪かったわね。
You're cute. Akane smiles weakly, disappears into the dark forest. I stare at my blank copy of the theory for a long time. No other ideas come to mind. There's ferns growing on my kneecaps. What? The drool from the corner of my mouth has formed a stalactite. Apparently I've been here for a few million years of subjective time. I break off the stalactite and ferns. This is so weird. I look around. Kaguri's standing next to me. She looks different from before. Did she transition? I walk up to her. The theory at her feet has changed dramatically. This is! I put my hands on the ground and look over it again. What used to be tree branches more look like mist now. It's becoming undefined. Up until now, all the branches had zero possibilities for the continuation of life. Now it's hard to tell. I guess uncertainty is better than knowing it's hopeless. Mathematically speaking, I can understand the logic. You can't assume something is impossible until you can rigorously prove it. But that's a completely different issue from actually finding a way to survive. I mean, to prove something is impossible, it's so hard in math. We haven't just been playing with numbers and equations here. We've been searching for a path that connects to the future. Kaguri looks up at me. Her face is emaciated, as if her spirit is spent. She couldn't find what she wanted, no matter how far she extended the branches. I can read that on her face. Kaguri must have given up. I see. I have no right to blame her. This is her decision. I should accept it. You did everything you could. I run my fingers through her hair. The girl looks up at me. She looks more like a scared cat than a tired girl as she presses her face against me. It's fine, no one would blame you for this. Sure. Even if we can't hack it, life will do fine somewhere else. Right? There's still plenty of hope. No matter how slim the chances are, life will always find a way. I pat her back as I try to console her. For hundreds of thousands of years. Kaguri calms down. I gaze at the theory again. I want to remember it as best I can. Do you mind if I write something here? It won't affect the theory. I'll just add a footnote. Humans do stuff like that a lot. Like writing a name on a satellite that's never going to come back to Earth. Here. I make a copy of the theory and write a comment on it. I hope to see you again someday, Tennoji Kotaro. It's a little generic, but actually, it's Japanese. Is Japanese too crude? I'll try to convert it. Okay. Dots. Finally, I can press it. That should be fine. This comment should end up in a part of the theory that no human can understand anyway. Sure. No one will ever read it, but that's fine. This won't affect the theory, right? I can't let myself mess around with Kaguri's hard work. Who knows what kind of bugs I might make. Okay, you can still tell me to stop if it's a problem. I put it back into the main theory. I comment on that line, so it won't affect anything. Wait, I commit out that. Sure, whatever, okay. I can't believe I just did that. It's like I scribbled something in God's personal diary. Kaguri opens her eyes wide and gets down on all fours. Wait a minute, that solved everything! Get the fuck out of here, this is so... Don't even try to fucking pull that meme, okay? It would be so fucking dumb. She stares hard at the comment. Did I do something wrong? After going at it intently for a while, she touches my signature with her finger. I thought she was going to delete it, but she's not doing that. The volume of information instantly swells up, by a factor of trillions. She's making a new mini-theory around my signature. What the? Why is this? Oh my fucking god. As she works, Kaguri's nails break. Her hair loses its glow, and the glimmer around her body weakens. Matter transitions. Kaguri makes a program that way, then plants a tree in it. I can't even tell what she's doing anymore. I can't either. I just watch her silently with my mouth hanging open. Cool. The program runs and the tree changes. The mist around the tree tops clears and the branches are exposed again. all the branches die out. They lose the color of life near the end. But then one of them suddenly glows and starts growing. Kill me. Actually fucking kill me. If only I had written your name! I would have solved it! I stand motionless. The branch continues extending. So rapidly, I can't believe it. The branch soon gets thicker and forms its own trunk. Wow, we solved the theory of life. Congratulations. No, not just that. The branch becomes dozens of times thicker than the tree it came from. No, even bigger! It just makes its own tree. And then it'll die out again. It's not a tree anymore. It's a torrent of life, a stormy sea. The new trunk multiplies endlessly, extending so far into the future even Kaguri's theory can't record it. It vanishes into the mist of uncertainty. Oh, there we go, we solved it. I can't believe it, you did it! You really did it! Wow, that was easy. Kaguri looks at me. Wow, why didn't you just fucking do that from the start, dude? Just sign your name next time. She's crying, but not with tears of joy. Kaguri? She looks like she's pitying me. The four corners of the theory came up and wrap around Kaguri like flower petals. What you don't realize is that you have to die for this to exist. Some meme like that. When they close, ribbons gush out. They cover the area in multiple layers. Kaguri and the theory fuse together, forming a flower bud. The look on her face still bugs me. Why? Everything we've been doing is finally being rewarded. Then I sense a presence. And my phone rings. Oh look, there's stuff happening. Why now? I know what the call's about. I had to take it. We found the answer. Hold the line! Fucking Sparta the shit out of this. Even with her scout bird, Akane's given up trying to count them. 300. Huh. I know where that number is. The army of familiars begins materializing in town. Duh. It's called form a barrier. Actually, Kaguri finished her research. Yeah. Not quite. What? Kaguri still needs to implement it. It's so fucking dumb. It'll take a little bit more time. It'll just take enough time right as we're about to all die, and then she'll complete it. Yeah. As long as you can make it. I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 100 years. Sorry, I don't know. I know it's not very precise, but please, protecting her is all that matters. It's not really even a fucking theory. It's literally just a name. Lucia, can you make those traps I asked about a while ago? Why didn't you do that? You've had millions of years. What the fuck have you been doing? Just jerking off? Who cares? Make as much. It's less to deal with. It's fine. We don't need to kill all of them that way. Let's decide our positions now. I know. The peace and solace of the Occult Research Club. Now that the theory is complete, the possibility it brings won't have this peace. Because this was caused by those missing years. The theory lights our way to the future like a torch. It's going to be that he just dies in the coma. Like that's literally just going to be it, right? As we head into the unknown, I, Tennoji Kotaro, will cause that flame. Chase that flame. I'll follow the possibility I found here. Throwing away those years of uninterrupted sleep will probably put Tennoji Kotaro on a much harsher path. I probably won't get to goof around with these guys in the same school year anymore. I'll be living in a different time from them. But you'll see. At the end, you'll see why I was able to find that peace. Even if I don't have it in the upcoming possibility, I do have it right here. So I'll just keep fighting as long as it takes. And everyone dies. We choose our positions. Chihaya is on my lap. The number of familiars is past 700 now. I love a challenge. She's hoping to completely steamroll us with a single huge charge. She should have done this like years ago. I can't imagine how hard it must be for Kashima Sakura to control this many. Her mind could easily break down from this, as if it hasn't. So this is probably the strongest attack she can mount. I get more calls. Everyone's in position. I start seeing video from the scalper. Now I can see the battlefield for myself. Well, why didn't we make some fucking nukes or something? Okay. Kaguri, good luck. I say that to the bud behind me. Thumbs up. Is this a song of destruction? Ah, this isn't ominous. The air trembles with that voiceless song. It could also be called the Song of Rebirth. It's a sign the world is of a world about to melt down. A rumbling of land and air. A rhythm of the stars which the miracle plays within all substances. Kaguri. Thank you. There's a lot still left I don't understand. But I know I'll get one more shot now. In a world created by the theory, different from all the others, an uncertain possibility. The me born there won't be the same as this me. I left that signature behind, but that's all. My soul and my memories won't be passed down to anyone. So I wish that this experiment becomes a wonderful gift to the world.